Math Made Easy, Day 2, using the Pythagorean Theorem and its converse to solve problems. So today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be working through the remainder of the problems that you all did yesterday. The reason why I'm doing this is because you already have them, and I want to make sure that you understand whether or not you got them right or wrong. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this. So first thing, I'm going to draw my triangle, put it in my right angle. I'm going to label my sides. Now I'm going to go ahead and plug in all of the different numbers that I have. And it looks like I'm looking for B. So let's go ahead and start by first writing in our equation. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. And I want to go ahead and I want to copy over my different values for each one of these. So 7 squared plus B squared equals 25 squared. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to type each one of these into the calculator. And this is what I get. I see that I need to get my B by itself, so I'm going to go ahead and move this 49. And I get B squared equals 576. Of course, because I'm at the last step, I'm going to do the opposite, which is square root, and I find out that B is equal to 24. You should have gotten an answer of 24. All right, next one. So let's go ahead and first draw a triangle, 90 degrees. I'm going to label my sides. So A, B, and of course, C. So my A is 8, my B is 15, and I have no idea what my C is. Let's go ahead and write those in. 8 squared plus 15 squared equals C squared. So I'm going to go ahead and type these into my calculator because I have no idea what 15 times 15 is. So 64 plus 225 equals C squared. Now I'm going to combine like terms. 289 equals C squared. And of course, my last step, I'm going to take the square root. And I end up with an answer of C equals 17. You should have gotten an answer of 17. Next one. So first I'm going to start off by drawing my triangle. Put in my right angle, label my sides, and write out my formula. So now I'm going to go ahead, put in A, put in my B, and of course, put in my C. Let's go ahead and write those in. I don't know what A is. B is 12, C is 15. So A squared plus 12 squared equals 15 squared. All right, so let's go ahead and put those in. A squared plus 144 equals 225. So now that I have that, I want to get my A to be by itself. So I'm going to take away my 144. And I'm at my last step, so I want to go ahead and get rid of this exponent up here. So I'm going to take my square root. And when I do, I find out that my missing side is 9. So I should have gotten an answer of 9. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So I'm going to go ahead and first draw my triangle, B, C. I'm going to also write out my formula. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and color code to make sure I know where everything goes. So all my A's, I'm going to do in pink, all of my B's in orange, and all of my C's in blue. So it looks like A is equal to 9. We have no idea what B is. C is equal to 41. Let's go ahead and write those in. Okay, we got that. So let's go ahead and start solving this. 9 times 9, 81, B squared. And 41 times 41, I'm going to need my calculator for that. 1681. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to subtract my 81 from both sides. And I got B squared equals 1600. I'm going to take my square root of both sides. And that's going to give me my final answer, B is equal to 40. So you should have gotten an answer of 40. Okay, let's look at the next one. Let's go ahead and draw a triangle in, right angle, A, B, C. Write in our formula. Okay, let's go ahead and label them. So I'll do this lime green for A, pink for B, and this brown for C. We have no idea what C is. B is equal to 48. A is equal to 14. So I'm going to go ahead and write those in. So I'm going to use my calculator because these are kind of big numbers. 14 squared is 196. 48 squared is 2304. So I'm going to add those two together and combine like terms. And since I'm at the last step, I'm going to take my square root. And I find out that my answer is equal to 50. Next one. Again, I'm going to draw out my triangle, A, B, C. And I'm going to write out my formula. Okay, let's go ahead and color code this. So over in orange, we're going to say my A's. Over here in this yellow, I'll say are my B's. And over here in this turquoisey green color are all my C's. So I have no idea what A is, so it's going to stay like that. B is equal to 16, and C is equal to 20. So let me go ahead and write those in. A squared plus, let me find out what 16 times 16 is. 256 equals 400. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to get rid of that 256 on both sides. And I end up with A squared equals 144. I'm going to go ahead and take the square root of both sides. And I end up with the final answer of A equals 12. You should have all gotten A equals 12. All right, last problem. First, I'm going to draw my triangle, right angle, CAB. I'm going to go ahead and put down my formula. Okay, got that. Let's go ahead and start color coding my A's, my B's, which looks like the guy that I'm looking for, and of course, my C's, my hypotenuse. Let's fill those in. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and find out what 15 times 15 is. 225 plus B squared equals 25 times 25, 625. I see that I need to get B by itself, so I'm going to move this 225 over. And I get B squared is equal to 400. I'm at my very last step, so I'm going to do the opposite. And I end up with B equals 20. That's my final answer. You should have gotten b equals 20. So for today, what I want you guys to do is to go ahead and work on the assignment that's under day 2. Thanks so much.